Now we can see question number 18. Here, my dear students, if the concentration of OH ions in the reaction FeOH whole thrice solid to give Fe plus 3 and plus thrice OH minus ions is decreased by 1/4 times, then equilibrium concentration of Fe plus will be increases. My dear students, here solid is not taken. So, Kc is depend upon active mass of Fe plus 3 and active mass of OH minus ions K power 3. Here, my dear students, concentration is decreases by 1/3 when equilibrium is established. So, my dear students, according to Le Chatelet principle, number of concentration which is decreases reacts with Fe plus ions also. So, Fe plus 3 ions so form FeOH whole thrice. So, my dear students, concentration of Fe plus 3 ions equilibrium concentration is increases by 4 into 4 into 4. So, it is approximately answer is question number 18 answer is A, that is a 64. 4 into 4 into 4, 64 times it is increases. Because these Fe plus 3 ions are increases reacts with OH to form FeOH whole thrice ions is a concentration same. Otherwise, concentration is change 1/4 power 3. So, 4 into 4 into 4. Now, my dear students, you can go to the question number 19. Here equilibrium constant Kp for the following reaction. My dear students, solid cancelled, here solid cancelled. You can go the only carbon dioxide. Kp only depend on the partial pressure of CO2 because CO2 is present in gaseous form. So, my dear students, question number 19, you can go the answer A. Now, we can see the question number 20. If the value of equilibrium constant for a particular reaction is 1.6 10 to the power 12, then at equilibrium the system will contain. Here you can see the 10 to the power 12 means constant values of equilibrium constant, value of equilibrium constant is very high. So, in reactions mostly reactants are present. So, my dear students, you can go the answer C. Question number 20, your answer is C. Values are very high. So, mostly products are present. Mostly products are present. Mostly products are present, not reactants, because value is very high. If value is low, 10 to the power minus 3, then reactants are present. Value is greater than 10 to the power 3 means it's a 10 to the power 12 means products are present. So, mostly products are present. 20. Question number 20, you get answer A. My dear students, you can see here in HEVA process 30 liters of dihydrogen, 30 liters of dinitrogen, but taken for the reaction which yielded only 50% of the expected product. What will be the composition of gaseous mixture under the offset condition in the end? 20 liter ammonia, 20 liter nitrogen, 20 liter hydrogen, and he give the what is the composition. Now, my dear students, we can see here, we can solve this question. Here, my dear students, we can solve this nitrogen plus thrice hydrogen to give twice NH3 ammonia. Here 1 mole of nitrogen, 3 mole of hydrogen reacts with and 2 mole of ammonia is formed, and when 1/2 or you can say 1/2, 3/2 and here this is the 1 mole of ammonia is formed. Now, when 10 liter of nitrogen is taken and here 10 liter of hydrogen, then this is the 10 liter of ammonia is formed. Now, we can see here you can get the 15 of nitrogen, 5 of hydrogen and 10 of ammonia you can get. Now, my dear friends, composition of gaseous mixture under with offset conditions in the end will be hydrogen that go to 30 minus 15. Initial state 30, hydrogen is taken minus 15, you can get 15 liter. Ammonia, you can get 10 liter, and nitrogen. Initially you can get 30 minus 5. And you can get 25 liter. Here my dear students, so your answer is, this is the questions, your answer is B, 10 liter ammonia, 10 liter is ammonia, 25 liter nitrogen, 25 liter nitrogen, and 15 liter hydrogen is present. So my dear students, here 30 liter of dihydrogen, 30 liter of dinitrogen were taken, and 50% of the expected product is formed. Because here 50% of the expected product is formed, 1 upon 2, 3 by 2 and 2 half 1 is formed. And you can take the here 30 liters. So here 10, 10, 10, you can get here, you can go the answer B. Now we can go the question number 22. The reaction question Q for the reaction nitrogen hydrogen twice NH3 is given this. The reaction will proceed from right to left if you can see the when equilibrium is established, so it is called Kc, and Kc is equal to Q when equilibrium is established. Now my dear students, when we get the Q is greater than Kc, when Q is greater than Kc, then this reaction is go to right to left. Otherwise, when Kc is greater than Q, then reaction goes to left to right. So now my dear students, this is the question number 22, answer is C. Now we can here see the hydrolysis of sucrose is given by the following reaction: sucrose plus water, glucose plus fructose. Kc is this one. Here formula which is used, delta G, that equal to minus RT ln Kc. Here you can put the values, minus R 8.314, temperature is 300, and ln into Kc. My dear students, Kc is given, that is 2 into 10 to the power 13. So your answer is delta G, your answer is A. Question number 23, you get answer A. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 24. Which of the following statement is correct for a reversible process in a state of equilibrium? In a state of equilibrium, my dear students, you can go the answer A, because delta G is equal to minus RT ln K, and you know the ln is the log ka base E, that equal to 2.303 log ka base K, 10. So you can find out here delta G minus 2.303, here RT log ka base 10 and K. So my dear students, you can go the this answer. This is the answer. You can go this answer, delta G is equal to minus 2.303 RT log K. Now we can see here question number 25. Match this type list 1, list 2. Here Kp is equal to 0. Here Kp is equal to Q for equilibrium. So you can go to 2. Now here we can see the spontaneous reactions. For spontaneous reaction, A go to this, Kp is greater than Q, so spontaneous reaction can be done. So my dear students, C2, you can see C2. C2 is absent in, present in here B and C. So my dear students, you can go the C, because A go to 4th and C go to 2nd. So B must be go to 1 non-spontaneous, and D is go to 3rd spontaneous and endothermic. Now we can see here question number 26. Which one of the following conditions will favor maximum information of the product in the reactions? Here you can see the delta H minus Q, means reaction is exothermic. When reaction is exothermic, then product wants the low temperature. So we can see low temperature. Now we can see here low temperature LT, and here 2 moles are present in reactant side, both are gaseous. Here 1 mole are present. So my dear students, when you increase the pressure, equilibrium goes to the direction in which pressure is reduced. So equilibrium goes to forward direction. So, low temperature and high pressure required for this equilibria. So, you can go the answer A. Question number 26, you can go answer A. Now, my dear students, we can go to the question number 27. For the reversible reaction N2 plus thrice H2 2 gives twice NH3. For the reversible reaction N2 plus thrice H2 2 gives twice NH3 proceed the equilibrium shift in forward directions. Here you can see the proceed means low temperature is required and high pressure is required, because here you can see the 4 moles and here you can see the 2 moles. So, you can increase the pressure, then more product is formed. So, high pressure and low temperature. So, my dear students, you can go the answer D, increasing pressure and decreasing temperature. So, equilibrium shift in forward direction, this direction. Now, my dear students, we can go to the question number 28. For a given exothermic reaction, Kp and Kp dash are the equilibrium constants at temperature T1 and T2 respectively. That heat of reaction at constant in temperature range between T1 and T2, it is readily observed. We can use the formula, my dear students. Log Kp1 upon Kp2, you can also say Kp dash, log Kp dash upon Kp, that will minus delta H upon 2.303, here R temperature 1 upon T2 minus 1 upon T1. This is the formula, my dear students. Now, we can use this formula. Here exothermic reaction, here this reaction is a exothermic reaction, means delta H is equal to negative and plus Q is obtained. When delta H is equal to negative means T2 is greater than T1. Thus, we can see here 1 upon T2 minus 1 upon T1 must be negative. Log M upon N, that will do log Kp dash minus log Kp, that equal to negative, and so it must be negative, and it is negative when log Kp is greater than log Kp dash, means log Kp is greater than log Kp dash, or you can say Kp is greater than Kp dash. So, my dear students, you can find out the relationship between Kp and Kp dash. So, you can go the question number 28, A option is the correct answer, Kp and Kp dash. Now, we can go to the question number 29, KMnO4 can be prepared from K2MnO4 as per the reaction. The reaction can go to the completion by removing OH minus ion by adding. Here, my dear students, question number 29, here you can add the carbon dioxide, because HCl is the oxidizing agent, it self-reduce, it is also act as an oxidizing agent. So, when carbon dioxide is added, it reacts with OH minus ions and remove this OH minus ions to form the H2CO3. So, in this way reaction go to the completion. Now, my dear students, we can see the question number 30. Here in question number 30, here you can see the total number of moles are 4 plus 1, 5. Here you can see the total number of moles of 2. Delta H for the reaction is less than 0. Less than 0 means it is a delta H is equal to negative. And when delta H is equal to negative means it is a exothermic reaction. It is a exothermic reaction. My dear students, when this is the exothermic reaction, it means it requires low temperature, and it requires the high pressure, because here number of moles are low. So, high pressure and low temperature. So, your answer is D. Question number 30, answer is D. Now, my dear students, we can go to the question number 31. Here question number 31, for the reaction CH4 gas plus twice O2, CO2 and twice H2. Delta HR minus 170.8 kilojoule per mole. Which of the following statement is not true? Here, my dear students, this C statement is not true. Why? The equilibrium constant for the reaction is given by CO2, CH4 and O2. It is the concentration, my dear students, of Kp, that equal to partial pressure. So, it may be partial pressure of CO2 upon partial pressure of methane into partial pressure of O2 का square. So your answer is A because this is not true. It is the reaction is exothermic because delta H minus, so plus Q. At equilibrium the concentration of CO2 and water liquid are not equal. Here you can see not equal. So this is the answer is C. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 32. Reaction BO2 solid to give BO solid plus O2. Delta H is equal to positive, it means exothermic reaction, low temperature is required. In equilibrium, pressure of oxygen depends upon. Pressure of oxygen depends upon. My dear students, it depends upon the increase in temperature on equilibrium. Why? Because here you can say that delta H positive means Q is the negative, minus Q is present, means reaction is endothermic. And when reaction is endothermic, it means, my dear students, temperature is required, and when temperature is given, then you can get the more oxygen, then pressure is also increases. Now we can go to the question number 33. For any reversible reaction, if B increases concentration of the reactants, then effect on equilibrium constant, no effect, unchanged. Why? My dear students, Kc or Kp only depends on the temperature, not concentration. So my dear students, you can see here question number 33, you can get the answer B. Now we can see here question number 34. According to Lee-Chatterjee principle, adding heat to a solid and liquid in equilibrium will cause the, my dear students, when solid is converted to liquid in equilibrium and you can give the heat, so solid converted to liquid, so amount of solid is decreases, you go to the D option, because when in solid and liquid are in equilibrium condition, it is a endothermic reactions. So you can increase the temperature, reaction goes to the forward direction, solid is converted to liquid. So my dear students, you can go to the question number 34, D option is the correct option. Now we can see here question number 35. Which one of the following information can be obtained on the basis of Lee-Chatterjee principle? Here on the basis of Lee-Chatterjee principle, your answer is D, shift in equilibrium position on changing value of a constant. So this is the correct answer. When you can shift the equilibrium position in any condition, then this may be constant by the increase or decrease the concentration of reactant or product. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 36. Aqueous solution of which of the following compound is the best conductor of electrical current? Here strong electrolyte. Here you can go with the strong electrolyte. What are the strong electrolyte, my dear students? Here you can see the strong electrolytes are the HCl, hydrochloric acid. So for example, HCl, which is 100% ionized. So you can go the answer A. Question number 36, you can go the answer A. Now my dear students, you can go the question number 37. My dear students, when you can get the aqueous solution of acetic acid contains, here acetic acid is a weak acid, my dear students, and it gives us acetate ions plus H plus ions, and this H plus ions is not present in free state, it combines with water to form a hydronium ions. So in acetic acid solution, you can get acetic acid and second acetate and third hydronium ions. So my dear students, you can go the question number 37, C, because aqueous solution of acetic acid contains 3 types of ions. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 38. Conjugate base for Bronsted acid, water and HFR. Here you can see that water is a Bronsted acid, conjugate base for Bronsted acid. Here it's a acid. So my dear students, it gives us H plus ions and form OH minus ions. It is a Bronsted base for this acid. Now we can see here HF. HF is the Bronsted acid. It gives us H plus ions and form the F minus ions. My dear students, it's a Bronsted base. So you can see here, you can go the answer D, question number 38, because OH minus ions is the conjugate basis and fluoride minus ions is the conjugate basis for water and HF. This question also was in NEET 2019. and these are the answers. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 39. Which of the following cannot act both as Bronsted acid and as base? Cannot act here. Now my dear students, here you can see the answer C, HCl, because when this HCl gives us H plus ions and Cl minus ions, these Cl minus ions are only work as a conjugated base. But if you can take this bicarbonate ions, it is accept H plus ions and form carbonic acid. This bicarbonate ions give this H plus ions and form carbonate. So it is a Bronsted acid as well as base. My dear students, now we can see here ammonia. Ammonia also give H plus ions. It's act as a acid and form a NH2 minus ions. This ammonia molecules accept H plus ions to give ammonium ions, NH4 plus ions. Now we can see here, my dear students, bisulfate HSO4 minus ions. It is also act as H plus ions to give SO4 minus 2 ions, and this HSO4 minus ions, it's accept the H plus ions to form the H2SO4. So my dear students, you can go the answer C. Now we can get the question number 40. Which of the following fluorocompound is most likely to behave as Lewis base? My dear students, Lewis base are those compounds which gives lone pair of electrons. Here you can see this is the Lewis acid, accept the electron. Here octet is complete. Here SiO4 is a Lewis acid. So my dear students, you go the answer B. BF3 have lone pair of electrons 1. So it gives lone pair of electrons, behave as a Lewis base. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 41. Dipole induced dipole interaction are present in which of the following pairs? Now my dear students, here we can see the answer is A, because in HCl chlorine is more electronegative, so it's a negative charge is present and here positive charge is present. But here another side is helium atoms, here it is a non-polar, so both are dipole and induced dipole. These helium atoms, electrons are attracted by this H plus ions, so it is called induced dipole. It is developed in this pair HCl and helium atoms. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 42. Which one of the following is the correct order of interaction? My dear students, answer is B. Van der Waals force is weaker than hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding is bigger than dipole-dipole interaction and is bigger than covalent bonding. And solubility of the organic compounds is also based on this order. So my dear students, it is an important order. You must learn this order. Van der Waals, weak forces, hydrogen bonding strong, and dipole-dipole interaction is more strong. Then covalent is last. Now my dear students, we can go to the question number 43. Which of the following statement is wrong for gases? Here my dear students, wrong statement is D, because mass of a gas cannot be determined by being a container in which it is enclosed. This is the wrong statement, because mass of a gas is equal to mass of the cylinder. Mass of the cylinder. This is the mass of the gas. So this is the wrong statement. Now my dear students, question number 44. At 25 degrees Celsius and 730 millimeter pressure, 380 milliliter of dioxygen was collected if the temperature is constant. What volume will be the oxygen occupied at 760 millimeter pressure? My dear students, you can put the formula P1 is equal to P2V2. Here we can see in this formula we can calculate the V2, that equal to P1 upon V1 and P1 V1 upon P2. My dear students, here P1 is the 730 into V1 is the 380, and you can take the P2, that is 760, and multiply and divide, you can get the 365 milliliter. And this is the answer for volume. My dear students, you can see this formula, ideal gas equation formula, you can put and get the answer. So, your answer is 365 milliliter. Now, my dear students, this is our last question of this crash course in this chapter. Pressure remaining the same, the volume of a given mass of an ideal gas increases for every degree centigrade rise in temperature by definite fraction of its volume at. So, my dear students, 1 upon 273 degrees Celsius, you can get this, and this is the according to Charles law. That is the called pressure remaining the same, pressure is same. What is the Charles law? The volume of the given mass of a gas increases or decreases by 1 upon 273 of its volume at 0 degrees Celsius, for which degree rise or fall of temperature at constant pressure. So, this is the Charles law, and according to this Charles law, you go to the answer A. Pressure remaining the same, the volume of a given mass of ideal gas increases for every degree centigrade rise in temperature by definite fraction of its volume at 0 degree Celsius, constant pressure. And this law is called Charles law. So, my dear students, you can see here state of matter, Charles law, Boyle's law, B1 is equal to P2 B2. You can solve the questions, you can see the in equilibrium, in chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium. You can see in equilibrium chapter this degree of Kp is equal to Kc RT power delta n, and relationship between two different equilibrium. Here you can see these questions are asked in your NEET exams. Now, my dear students, you can learn, and I can give you small tricks also. Thank you very much.